ladies. Captain of the ship here. Twisted Big D. What does it mean, captain of the ship? So, at a lot of companies, they have the, mindset of rain, snow, wind, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to get that load there. And, I do not suggest working for one of these companies that says, no matter the weather, we will always make the delivery on time. Be leery of that. Be leery of those companies that are all like, whatever it takes, I don't care. I don't care about you. What I care about right now is you making that delivery on time. That's a bad attitude to have right now. So as the driver of the truck, your hands are tied when you're working for one of those companies. Like you got to get it there, or they're gonna fire you pretty much. You need to find one of those companies that pretty much is just like Prime over here. You are the captain of the ship. That means if you don't feel safe to drive, you don't drive. Whether it be high winds, icy roads, snow, whatever it is, if you don't feel safe, pull it over. You are the captain of the ship. They preach it to us all the time here at Prime. They're all like, hey, if you don't feel safe, it is not worth driving. You need to pull over and call it a day, because we'd rather reschedule the load or whatever it takes. Your life is worth more than that load. So if you're going to one of those companies that doesn't care about that doesn't really care about you, they care about, hey, we're never late to our loads. Like, you're going to run no matter what. You don't want to be at one of those companies. Make sure you do your research and see if the company you go to actually cares about your well-being, if they care about you living to see another day. Because at the end of the day, you're out here risking your life, you're risking your CDL, you're risking everything for a company that doesn't care for you. I've had plenty of friends that, and even myself, that had to pull over due to high winds. It happens. The winds were blowing really hard. I was empty. I was in Wyoming. And I told my fleet manager, I said, look, I know the wind kind of calms down, or what it feels like is the wind calms down at night. I will go ahead and stop, take a 10-hour break, and I will run at night to finish this. And my fleet manager goes, it looks like you're going to still make it, but it's going to be real tight. I said, I don't care. I'm parking for the day. Also, don't let your ego take over. You're still the captain of the ship. So if your fleet manager's all like, well, if you're going to stop for the day, I'm going to have another truck come repower it, one that's not scared to drive. Dude, don't fall for that. Like, that is them trying to pull your ego. My ego ain't worth jackknifing a truck and wrecking it, or flipping a truck and wrecking it. I'd rather just stop and park for the day, service failure or not. They might threaten a service failure, but they're not going to give it to you because they know the roads were bad. And you can fight that. You can be like, you can call safety. Hey, it was unsafe to drive. The weather was like this, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to give him a service failure. I wasn't like I couldn't handle it. The extreme weather, like the snow, the ice. One thing you don't want to hit is icy roads and high winds at the same time. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. Wind is one of my biggest concerns, to tell you the truth. Like, wind is an invisible wall that's going to come hit your truck. So, like, I'm real careful on wind, especially when the road conditions are not good. Like, if it's windy, call on it a day. We're moving into these winter months right now also. So, winter, you definitely want to be the captain of your ship. Like, you don't want to roll one of these trucks over, because what they're going to look at, like the company you're working for, they're going to look at the accident you had, roll over, whatever, and they're going to be like, so, why did you not pull over if there was unsafe conditions for you to drive? They're not going to say, hey, We want that freight there regardless, so since you flipped over, we're just going to cover for you. No, they're not going to stick their neck out for you. They're going to be like, you just destroyed our truck, and we're going to have to let you go because it was unsafe for you to drive, and you continue to drive. Look at all the accidents that happen every year because people are on the road still instead of pulling over because it was unsafe. Companies will find a way to make you at fault in an accident. So make sure that you do what's right and what you feel safe is. If you're still driving, you don't have that excuse of, oh, I kept on going. I was trying to find some place to pull over safe. No, they're not going to hear that. They're going to be like, well, you should have did better trip planning. You would have saw that the exit before you rode over, there was a truck stop there. You know, they're not going to hear, hey, that truck stop was full. You know, whenever the weather's that bad, I don't care how full the truck stop is. I will park anywhere in that truck stop. I don't care. Like, I'll park next to the fuel bay. I'll park in the aisle. I don't care. I'm not driving in the bad weather to the next truck stop that's probably going to be full too because the weather's bad. Be smart about it. You are the captain of the ship at the end of the day. What is your CDL worth? What is your, even worse than that, what is your life worth? Is your life worth making that extra 500 miles? Is it worth that little bit of revenue? Or is your life priceless? Because I like to think that my life is priceless. Like, I don't want to risk it over making a couple $100. Like, I'm worth more than that. At the end of the day, guys, you are the captain of the ship. Make sure you do what you feel is safe. Trust your gut instinct. If it says pull over, get off the road, pull over, get off the road. I know we're men and we have the big ego, the chip on our shoulder, whatever. Whenever it comes to my life, I don't have the chip on my shoulder. I'm not scared to say, hey, I'd rather pull over than chain. And I've said it countless times on my channel, like, I don't chain up. I will pull over. If the roads are so bad that I have to put chains on, I'm done driving for the day. Straight up. You know, if I don't get paid, I don't get paid. Usually what they do is if you get stuck like that, they pay you stoppage pay. There's some pay involved there. You're not just stuck there and you're not getting paid. Hey, if the road is shut down, especially the road's completely shut down, nobody's moving nowhere, guess what? You're still going to get paid for that time. Also, in that cold weather, make sure y'all are putting that anti-gel in those reefers. Make sure y'all are filling up where they have fuel with anti-gel in it. Carry that diesel 911 just in case of emergencies to unfreeze those lines. You know, it's better safe than sorry. Like, I put in anti-gel, even if they say they have anti-gel in the fuel, I'm still putting it in there. Also, make sure those DEF tanks are full. Lots of times in the north, the DEF pump will freeze, and you can't get no DEF out of it. So make sure y'all fill up those DEF tanks whenever you can. What I like to do is as soon as I fill up, I go ahead and top off my DEF because I don't know when the next time is that I'm going to get it. They put those nice, I don't know what they call them, blanket looking sewn together things over the pumps that are supposed to try to keep it warm so it doesn't freeze, but that doesn't always work. So make sure every time y'all fill up, you just go ahead and fill up those DEF tanks too. We are getting close to getting 3,000 subscribers on this channel so we can give away some more hats. Let's try and make that happen, guys. Help me out and hit that subscribe button. Leave comments down there. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up, man, and we'll continue making these videos so maybe we can open your eyes in trucking and help you succeed.
So if you love this content that I've put out on this channel, then make sure you click the next video right there. Also, if you want to check out some playlists, I have right there. Don't forget, Thursday night lives, 7 p.m. Central Time. You can come ask your own questions and answers and get all the information you want. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, then go ahead and click that face right there.